Hey guys, this is Charlotte, and you're watching Going In Raw.
What's up, it's your girl Sasha Banks, legit boss, and you're watching Going In Raw. You like that?
What's up? This is the most must-see WWE superstar of all time and his lovely, gorgeous wife.
Marie.
And you are going in SmackDown Live.
This is the glorious one, Bobby Roode, and you're watching Going In Raw.
Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
Yeah, welcome back to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to right here at youtube.com/Steven Larson. Available wherever fine podcasts are. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notify bell next to it to make sure you're always getting your daily Going In Raw notifications. We put up a new show this past Saturday. It's a new thing. It's a real show, Larson.
Yeah, it's great because it's new.
It's new. That's why it's so good.
Yeah.
It's called 10 Things You Need to Know About This Week in Wrestling. So we replaced the Countout show, which was a top 10 show,
With another top 10 show, just a different top 10 show.
Exactly. So the point of this, a couple people in the comments correctly pointed out, this is a bit redundant because I already watch all your stuff. Well, now you
First of all, thank you for watching all our stuff.
Thank you. That's awesome.
Yes.
If you want the more in-depth stuff,
watch all the other stuff.
watch all the other stuff. But then also, if you want some results, so this is meant to be sort of like, oh man, I didn't watch wrestling this week. I didn't have time to watch a whole hour-long, Raw recap or SmackDown recap. It's all here in one between 30 minutes and an hour-long show.
Yeah.
And it's the 10 things you need to know about this week in wrestling. So yeah, it's sort of your one-stop shop for all your wrestling need-to-knows when it comes to results and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we were very pleased with the results or with the feedback so far.
Chris Daniel 29 said it should have been 10 for the week.
10 for the. Where were you when we were figuring out the
We
name?
can still change it.
No, we can't.
Yeah, we can.
The graphics are done. I'm not going back and redoing the
that's right.
graphics.
Just
And I'm
graphics.
very pleased with my graphics.
All right, never
They
mind.
make me look good, even though I do a minimum amount of work on the actual graphics.
They do
These
look
days,
good.
you can buy anything, including like a really cool template for opening graphics.
Yeah.
So very excited about that. So yeah, there's that, and then we've got a couple like announcements. Oh, this Sunday, we're on we're officially the exit ramp to SummerSlam.
Uh-huh.
So this Sunday, of course, we're going to be sitting in the back room. I've yet to decide whether I'm going to go with the dinosaur backdrop or if I'm going to get like a new beach-themed backdrop. There are a couple like more pricey ones, like $40. I'm
No,
like,
don't spend that much.
20 or under.
Yeah.
That's my deal. That's my
Yeah.
budget. 20 or under to try to find like a nice tropical beach because we're going to be watching the biggest event of the summer.
Yeah.
You
Does
should
that mean I
really
have to
take
get
care of your cocaine nose before the show
No,
starts.
I don't know what that is.
Your personality is like the least cocaine personality I think
Really
I know.
is.
Yeah. Anyways,
But yeah, if we do the beach thing, then we need. I need to get a beach chair.
yeah, sure.
I need to buy at least a minimum 6 Coronas.
Yeah, absolutely.
I guess I have to wear that tank top you got me.
Like a 12 of Coronas. And
Yeah.
I'll go back to Walmart, see if I can get a Corona
All right.
tank top. But we got to talk to JC and see if we can get us a sponsorship with Corona. We're going to say, look, this is a heavy Corona. It's going to be heavy on Corona. This live stream. Can you hook up a sponsorship? We have a week.
Yeah.
We have like less than a
Less
week.
than that.
6
we
days.
have 6 days to make it happen. Yeah, it's worth a try.
Yeah, it's worth a try. So there's that. So that's going to be fun. It's Sunday. Sometime during the pre-show, we'll go live. I don't know exactly when.
4 at the latest.
I don't really feel like watching the entirety of the pre-show. It's a 2-hour-long kickoff show. So you're sitting there 2 hours later after, the length of basically a feature-length film.
I know.
You haven't even started the show
You have
yet.
to sit through 2 hours of pre-show to maybe catch 2 matches.
Yeah, I know.
Remember last
exactly.
year, the very first match of the pre-show was basically in front of an empty arena, and the Hardys were in it.
Oh, yeah.
That was weird.
That's terrible. Also, tomorrow, if you're in the Orlando area,
Yes.
Adam Mayhem for Pro Wrestling 2.0, he's going to be involved in a non-H title triple threat match. Very exciting. This is happening. Wait, is it tomorrow? August 14th? Is that when it's happening?
Yeah, that's correct.
Did he already get on the plane? I guess, is that tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because he's going to fly and then have to go straight there. He was bitching about that earlier. So that should be a lot of fun. He's going to be in a triple threat. I forget who his opponents are. Hopefully they're going to lose. We can't have our H champion looking like an idiot, more so than he already does.
Hey.
Adam Mayhem, if you want to go heckle Adam Mayhem or go touch he might let you touch the H title.
I don't know. He's been treated very well. He's throwing it around.
Yeah,
Well,
but
that's okay. He's a champ. He's entitled to if you treat the title how he wishes.
when he puts his merch out, at least at VFW or at VF3, he put out his title so people can touch
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So you can touch the H
But then
chamber.
he also threw it in the ring. But that's okay.
Yeah. And then one more thing before we get started. Look at this. I say, hey, look, anybody wants to do a friendo meetup at whatever show, do a meetup, take a picture. If you're a friendo, we'll put you on the show. There's Sam O.
Look at that.
With his friendos. And he's got, look at that. It's real sign right there with our faces on it. Still trips me out that some silly drawings that I made end up on signs.
Mm-hmm.
And my hair cut this morning. It's all over the place.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. You're not the most observant fella in the world.
I noticed the day you used different product in your hair.
That was the day I did not use product in my hair. Okay. Oh, no, it was my mom's
different
stuff. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So,
a little
in this
poofy.
case.
In this case, no?
No.
Can't tell a difference?
It's not a huge difference. It's a little short on the sides.
Clean right here, man.
Yeah, a little bit.
Keep it clean.
A little bit. I got to cut my hair, too. It's getting long.
Can we debunk this ASUKA thing before we...
No, it's been debunked.
Yeah, I know. Well, I know. I'm saying for people who haven't heard that it's been debunked, let's debunk it for them.
We have to give them the what was being touted and then say it was debunked. Because if we just say ASUKA story debunked, people might not know what the initial story was.
All right, the initial
the
story.
Full story. So the initial story is over the weekend. There's a rumor kept on popping up like on Twitter and internet and stuff that Mike Johnson from PW Insider.
A very believable story, by the way.
Yeah. This rumor started making the rounds all over the place that ASUKA had some sort of heated disagreement and argument with WWE officials backstage at this past week's SmackDown and walked out of the arena.
Ooh,
The
terrifying.
reason? ASUKA was upset about not having a match at SummerSlam, and apparently the situation escalated to the point where she wasn't answering or returning calls from the WWE.
Non-news.
Pretty much non-news because Mike Johnson took Twitter to call BS on the story, saying, quote, I have not reported anything about Asuka leaving WWE, and any website or social media account that claims that I have is lying to you.
Oh.
Stop supporting people that lie to you. Everything that I say and everything that I report is on PW Insider.
PW Insider.
So, yeah, pretty much non-news.
Yeah, non-news.
I remember first reading about it over the weekend. I was like, oh, well, I mean, that's kind of believable.
It's believable. That's the thing. That's why I wanted, like, this could have easily been in the non-news segment of our post show, which because today is Monday, patrons at the $1, just $1 a month, you have access to the post show today.
Because the full story read that it wasn't that she was upset that she was losing. She was upset, or the rumor that
She was losing out on the pay for SummerSlam.
Well, more than that is that she was losing in overbooked matches that were too short.
Yeah, all believable. All believable stuff. But apparently, yeah, it's not true. It will be interesting to see if she shows up on TV on Tuesday to insert herself somehow in this triple threat match. If she does so, how will that change your prediction for that match? You think it's a certainty that Carmella is going to come out of it on top with the title, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember what you said last time.
I said, but then I think I inserted the caveat that if Asuka were to be put in the match, that would change. I don't think Becky or Charlotte are winning because I think Becky or Charlotte are going to go into the tag team division when it happens leading up to Evolution. So we get Sasha Bailey versus Charlotte, Becky, the crown, the first women's tag champions.
Yeah.
That seems to be where it's going.
Asuka needs to come out with that title, man.
Yeah, she really does.
She really needs that title.
It really does.
But, yeah, get into a heated argument with Asuka sounds terrifying. I would not want to do that.
Yeah. Oh, we totally didn't do any super chats before we got started.
I know. I wanted to give him a little bit of a debunked non-news first, and then I figured we'd do some super chats.
Ease into it.
Exactly.
All right, Mike Lucas, $5. Spread the good word and say, Alexa, play Undisputed Era.
Alexa, play Shock the System by CFOs.
Volume to maximum.
That's rude. That right there is simply rude.
No, if you want to play Undisputed Era, you got to listen to it at maximum volume.
I don't know what the name of the actual is it Shock the System?
I think so. We
Me
can't
too.
play it during the show.
I know. I'm just looking it up.
James McBreen, $2. Oh, sorry, Trey Saunders, $5. Just got back from the gym. Leg, chest, and deadlift. Now preparing food for Watch Party Sunday. Making dank tacos with black bean corn poblano salsa. That sounds great.
I think it's this. Oh, shit.
Oh, my gosh.
Alexa, play WWE Undisputed by CFOs.
All right. James McBreen, $2. Mary F. Fire, Christmas Creature, Zombie, Yeti.
Well, Christmas Creature you'd want to marry because who doesn't like Christmas?
Isn't that Krampus? Isn't that like the anti-Santa Claus? Isn't that the Christmas Creature?
It's all confusing.
Yeti,
Make your case.
I don't know necessarily the mythology behind it, but is it necessarily a harmful creature? It's just a giant, like a Sasquatch, right?
But it wasn't the WCW Yeti like a zombie, a mummy?
Mummy, but that's not what we're talking about here. I don't think.
Oh, okay.
Granted, I don't know the full mythology of the Yeti and how it relates to the Himalayas.
Yeah.
So that's a completely uninformed statement. But I would fire the zombie. They're scary.
Yeah, I'd probably fire this off.
Fire the zombie. That's what I feel comfortable saying.
Nick Failer, $5. What happened to Google Play uploads for the podcast? Have they not been happening?
No, they're still there. I just checked. And there might be a separate. Go to Google Music.
Yeah.
Search Going in Raw there.
Search us again.
And it'll just say the title should just be Going in Raw, not Steven Larson's Going in Raw.
W.S. Fletcher, $10 says, change the name, 10 for the week.
Yeah, man, you can redo the graphics. Not a huge deal. Gary Smith, $2. Backdrop at the Beach, the next fun wrestling pay-per-view.
Oh, that's a good idea. Can we do that today?
No, we're doing WeBook SummerSlam with no build.
No build. Collective Future, $5. Yeah, later on today, twitch.com/Steven Larson.
Twitch.tv.
Collective Future, $5. If Brock retains and doesn't have another match until WrestleMania, what do you think the plans will be for Survivor Series for champion versus
Interim championship.
Alto, $5. I was shockingly laid off on Friday. Oh, no! What was the most shocking layoff in WWE? In recent history, Emma.
Yeah.
That was messed up.
Yeah.
Ever? CM Punk?
Oh, it was on his wedding day.
It was on his wedding day.
it's
It's shocking to
messed
him,
up.
at least.
Kind of messed up.
Mr. Michael Law, $2. I wonder if Randy used baby oil with a handshake. What a great segue. Let's talk about Randy Orton's dick handshake, Larson.
All
Can
right.
you please do 30 minutes on his dick handshake?
I guess, there's enough information to do that if we include Mr. Kennedy's story, too.
Here we go. There's some allegations about Randy Orton. A Reddit user posted a recap from a 2012 episode, number 49 of the MLW podcast, where host Court Bauer told a story of Randy Orton hazing new writers. From the Reddit post, quote, for every new writer that would show up, he comes in the room, puts his hand down his pants, pulls out his dick, touches himself, then says, I'm Randy Orton. Shake my hand. Oh, you don't want to shake my hand? You're big leaguing me? That's fucked up, man. Should I tell Vince and Steph you won't shake Randy Orton's hand?
So apparently the writers would all get nervous.
Oh dear.
Back into the corner.
Oh gosh.
And Randy still has his things sticking out.
His man bit.
Yeah. And he would be there cutting a promo on a guy with his
Man
D
bit.
hanging out for like 5 minutes. And then apparently Court goes on to say that Orton was like super intense,
Ooh.
so they didn't know if it was a work or a shoot.
Oh no. Court says he was lucky. Randy did it to him on the first day he was with the company at TV, and just as he was about to pull his man bit out, Stephanie walked in and it went right back into his pants. Court describes it as a teacher, like akin to a teacher entering a classroom.
And so Court was asked if he shook his hand or would have, and he says, quote, I don't know, I'm a bit of a germaphobe. And then Court says this is something that Orton would do during his entire tenure in WWE, and he's surprised Orton didn't get hit with sexual harassment. So I'd looked into it. Seems like Court Bauer started with WWE 2004, 2005, and was there at least through 2007.
Oh, man. Somebody on Twitter then reached out to Court Bauer to confirm his account once this sort of got, a lot of this happens a lot. Like this happened with like sort of the Bill Cosby thing. It was out there. And nobody really paid attention to it until Hannibal Buress did his stand-up routine, like sort of just blasting it, and then it like blew up. And so this sort of thing happens. Like people will bring up stuff from the past and say, wait a second, why wasn't this kind of a big deal? And so somebody reached out to Court Bauer. He said, yeah, that he confirmed that that was true. Wrestling Observer reached out to WWE for a comment, and they claimed to be looking into the matter. Which, when you're looking into something, there's an investigation going on.
Yeah.
So, this begs the question, of course, what's going to happen to Randy Orton when this investigation turns up everything they probably already know and have known
I
for a
assume
while?
this is around the time where he was like pooping in people's luggage.
Yeah.
And Mr. Kennedy, we just read this thing where he told another story about how Randy would be in the locker room, like he just came out of the shower, and he put his man bits in Mr. Kennedy's boot.
Yeah.
And Kennedy, what's the line here? He says, "What are you doing?" And then he was just like, "Ding, just dipping my man bits into my boot."
You might hit my C&Bs.
Yeah, and he continues. He used to do stuff like this, and we'd be riding in the car, and I'd be like, "Randy, there's no one else around to find that funny."
Au contraire, Mr. Kennedy. Randy Orton was there, and he probably found it very funny.
I'm guessing as long as Randy found it funny, that Randy would continue doing
All that mattered. I would imagine if this investigation, if this is a real thing that they're doing, we will probably, towards the end of the week, maybe get some sort of statement from Randy saying, I used to do things like this. I've learned a lot. I've changed, and I stopped doing that, and I apologize to anybody who might have. There hasn't been, from what we can understand, any sexual harassment lawsuits or sort of, formal complaints lodged against him. He was. You remember when he was suspended a while back, and there was speculation? Was he suspended?
Oh, that was a while back.
A long time ago.
Yeah.
And there was speculation that it was because he was, to put it mildly, rude to one of the female superstars in the back.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Something like that comes to mind.
I mean, it's been noted that he has had attitude issues in the past.
Yeah, and he even admitted as such in his documentary. And then, he got married and had kids and calmed that H down. Calm the hell down, I can say that. So we might get something like that. I don't know. I mean, look, the bottom line is like wrestling it's a different industry, and I would really be shocked if the WWE allowed anything like that now. But even back going a couple of years ago, this kind of thing isn't really surprising. I mean, look at the stuff that Edge has said about JBL.
Oh, I know.
Is it cool? No. But did it seem to be tolerated in an industry where you got to have thick skin in the first place? And we've always heard about hazing. There's all sorts of amazing shoot interviews about, like, for example, the Steiner brothers doing all sorts of things to people. And so, I don't know. It just seems sort of par for the course with the industry. Randy seemed to be the kind who really reveled in that kind of stuff.
Especially in his more immature days.
Yeah. The question for you is, if you were a writer in the WWE, Larson, and Randy Orton, big, strong Randy Orton's got a lot of power.
He threatened to tell on Vince and Stephanie I didn't shake his hand.
Yeah.
And I am a bit of a germaphobe as
Yes,
well.
you are.
And if he's touching his man bits and then extends his hand expecting to shake it, that's going to put me in quite a pickle.
So what would you have done?
I'd have to hope that the same thing with Court Bauer happened, is just kill time until Stephanie walks in.
She's not walking in, man.
Oh.
She's not walking in. What do you do, Larson?
I mean, you can always wash your hand.
That's what I'm thinking.
Like, is he saying, shake my hand? You do that. It's like, all right, touch your eyes. Pick your nose.
Yeah.
Lick your fingers. I mean, if he's doing that, then that's a whole different situation.
Sorry, Randall Orton.
So that's not, I mean, if he said, shake your hand, all right, you.
Yeah.
That's gross, but once he leaves, I can wash him. But if he expects me to, like, touch on my mucous membranes afterwards, and with the same thread attached that he's going to tell Vince and Stephanie, that's a different situation. I'd be like, all right, this job ain't worth it. I'm out of here.
Right? Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that. I don't know. I'd like to think that I've got a good sense of humor. I'd probably find it funny, to be honest with you. It's weird.
It'd be a situation where in the moment it would be freaky, but maybe in hindsight, you'd kind of have to laugh about it.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. I don't know. So, yeah.
It's gross.
Yeah, it's obviously gross.
It's very gross.
Nobody wants to touch a dick unless it's like your own or you're into that, but I don't know, just some dude walks up to you
in a professional environment. Well, as professional as pro wrestling is, yes.
Well, come on.
And what's supposed to be a professional environment.
This isn't like, hey, I got a brand new job down at the firm.
Yeah.
I'm going to go work in my cubicle and look at numbers all day, and then, freaking Bill from accounting comes over, starts rubbing his junk, and then says, hey, pal.
Yeah.
It's like, no, bro, we just watched an HR tape about, massaging people too much. You can't do that kind of stuff, Bill from accounting.
Over push, no sell jabroni says, punch the hand. Ooh, give the hand an RKO.
Give the hand an RKO, exactly.
I think you have to have it by your face.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
That's not good.
I mean, look, at least he wasn't, there's a difference between, okay, your man bits, But then, like, it's not like he was rubbing his, like, shit butt on his hand and saying, here,
Like in Mallrats.
Like in Mallrats.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Giving you a pretzel, chocolate-covered pretzel.
That's gross.
So there are worse things that he could have been doing.
It's still pretty bad, though.
Yeah.
Let's do a couple more super chats here. Jonathan, $2. Did RKO wash his hand before fingering Jeff's ear? I think what Court Bauer's talking about stuff that happened a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know if he's still doing the D handshake these days. City Wrestling Radio, $2. Hey, Jedi Masters, just wanted to extend my thanks to you for reigniting my love for the wrestling business. We just made over 100 episodes. Thanks again, friendo. And darn it, come down for an APW show. Congratulations, first of all.
We need to do
Huge
that.
milestone.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And we'll have to take you up on that sometime soon.
Yeah.
Trey Saunders, $2. Favorite foods to eat for a wrestling watch party. Used to be...
What are we going to have on Sunday?
Used to be pizza rolls. Used to eat those all the time. I think we overdid on those.
Yeah, I can't do pizza rolls anymore, man.
We're going to have some Corona.
Yeah.
Probably some Rockstar Recoveries.
Let's get some Mountain Mike's.
All right.
I'm itching
There's a new one not too far from here.
Okay. Cool. Really?
Yeah, I can pick it up on the way in.
Nice. Perfect. Are we going to do a meat? What is it called?
Meat Mountain.
Meat Mountain?
Sure.
Yeah, let's do
Mr.
that.
Unforgettable 6, $2. When are we getting another Going in Raw view? Stay tuned.
Yeah, we're
working on that.
We're going to pull out the calendar today and figure that out.
Mm-hmm.
TNA for Life, $2. Too Sweet Hearty Handshake to the Good Bros. Jonathan, $2. Is Randy why we can't keep good writers at WWE? It's possible, I guess. Jose Reyes, $5. Just got done pickling cucumbers at the farm where I work.
Oh, cool.
Tomorrow, bell peppers and cabbage. Hashtag no farms, no food.
It all sounds delicious.
Pickling cucumbers. Is that what Randy Orton was doing? Wild Boys, $87. $5 watching on my 55-inch TV. You guys look good in HDR. Just got a haircut. That's probably why.
Joe Juarez, $2. WWE still very carny in 2018.
Sometimes they can't shake the carny, man. They just can't shake the carny. Like the last big carny thing was the excuse me, the Fabulous Moolah stuff.
Oh yeah.
Come on, man, your carny roots are showing.
Yeah.
You can't be doing that.
Can't be doing that.
Anyways,
let's get on to some super exciting news.
G1.
The G1 Climax 28 ended this weekend. Your winner of G1 Climax 28, Hiroshi Tanahashi, the ace, went over Kota Ibushi in a stellar match.
How about all them slaps and punches?
Oh my gosh.
Holy moly.
Yeah, those were some snug slaps.
Did you see Tanahashi should have won simply based on his appearance. Those tights.
Oh, his new ring gear is outstanding.
Amazing. Whoa.
And it was cool. He came down the ring with Shibata.
I know.
And then, of course, Kenny Omega was in Kota Ibushi's corner.
Mm-hmm.
Just great storytelling, great match, hard hitting.
Yeah. Would they have brought Shibata out if Tanahashi was going to lose?
No.
Probably not. That was probably...
That would kind of telegraph
Shibata face is like ultimate win face
know,
right there.
I was always kind of hesitant to pick, I think, Ibushi to win outright because I heard that he wasn't under contract, and Meltzer said as much today. I didn't know if they want to give that type of spot to someone who wasn't a full-timer.
Yeah, you never know.
But, I mean, nonetheless, it's still a great push for Kota Ibushi to make it to the finals.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, did you watch his match against Naito?
No. I watched Zack Sabre Jr. versus Naito from the semis.
Yeah, how was that?
Oh, it was great.
I watched the very end of it.
It was fantastic, man. And it seems like that's the story they're rolling with is, a lot of Naito fans are upset right now. But, the story is he's not going to be able to win. He can't win the big one until he refocuses and advances what he can do. Mm-hmm. Towards the finish, he dropped Zack Sabre with a Destino, and instead of immediately going for the pin,
going for another one. Yeah,
he did a mini celebration and then went for another one, and that's what got him. He got hit with the Zack driver.
I like that Zack Sabre Jr. is doing the Michinoku driver as a finisher.
I know.
That's
I
great.
know. It's fantastic. And his social media presence is amazing because there's that bit where Naito does the Tranquilo and Zack Sabre Jr. attacks and grabs the arm that he's Tranquiloing with and tries to rip it off. And on Twitter it says, "Tranquilo this, dickhead." I love Zack Sabre Jr. He's like one of my favorites.
He is awesome.
I still need to watch a bunch of matches.
Yeah,
I
caught up on
Kota. Yeah.
Kenny versus Kota is really good.
Yeah.
It wasn't quite as emotional as I thought it was going to be, given Kenny's kind of statements beforehand, saying he didn't know if he could do what he needed to do.
Yeah.
In terms of being as physical as he needed to be to beat him. But he seemed to have no issue destroying him multiple times with V triggers.
Mm-hmm.
They were the stiffest V triggers I've maybe ever seen.
Yeah.
Man.
Kota's so funny because he looks so model-ish, you know? But man, he gets rough and tumble.
Yeah,
I mean, he always has.
Yeah.
But it's just this fascinating dichotomy. He seemed, the Golden Star. He seems like his visage, his appearance is so kind of soft, just in, I don't know, in an atmospheric way, I guess. But he gets in there, man.
Oh, man.
Holy crap, he throws.
Yeah, those palm strikes and slaps he and Tanahashi were trading in the final were insane.
Yeah. Oh man, then he ended it with that discus. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't want to call it a clothesline, but it was more like a discus punch.
Yeah,
and he just went into it.
Yeah,
and then that high fly flow off the top to the ground.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
Yeah,
and then it took 3 high fly flows after that to finish him off. Just an absolutely
Ibushi
match.
basically seemed like he dropped Naito right in his head when he did that second rope German suplex.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I know
I
that's
know.
not an instant concussion.
Dude, I know. And even like the first high fly flow in the ring for the actual finish, when Kota, it was the second one because he was on his back. The first one hit his back, and then as Tanahashi got back up to the top, Kota Ibushi got up, which I thought was a great visual because he's dead on his feet, but he's still getting up because he's so tough. And then the high fly flow that he hit, then you look at that replay and freaking Ibushi's head. Oh man, that was rough. That was a rough match. But holy crap, it was good. And Tanahashi, yeah, every single time, man, because you saw Kenny going all the way. I saw Kota going all the way. And they always just go with the guy that you just don't think it's going to be. And then it's like, oh, wow, makes perfect sense.
Yeah. So this gives us, I don't know if Omega and Tanahashi have really been involved in any sort of real program. I don't think so. They may have wrestled before, but I don't think they've been in a program.
Not since Kenny's sort of made his turn from the cleaner anyways, because that's when we've been watching.
Yeah. So this is, in a sense, a dream match. This is Tanahashi's third G1 victory. He already said he's going to challenge Kenny for the heavyweight title, main event of Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah, that's hot.
That should be awesome.
Yeah, it should be really good.
There's a lot of other things that happened following the G1 too.
Well, let's talk about that real quick before we move on to the other things that happened.
Well, you didn't watch Okada Tanahashi then either.
No, I didn't.
That's good. That's good too.
They
can make a 30-minute draw really dramatic over New Japan.
Going forward, do you see this as any hint as to what they might be thinking for Kenny, given that his contract is coming up? I kind of still think that it's the more and more I think about it, I think it's just probably just going to be the Young Bucks, because I am kind of convinced the Young Bucks are going to be going.
I think it's more likely the Young Bucks go than Kenny, because I still don't feel like this story between Kenny and Kota Ibushi is done.
Yeah, there's still a lot. We talked about this before this past I don't know, Sunday or Friday or whenever. There seemingly is a lot for Kenny that he can still do. And he might be important for the Naito stuff that's probably going to be coming around the corner soon.
Next
I would
year,
think.
probably, yeah.
So there's still a lot that he can do in this, in 2019. So I'm kind of thinking that he might be sticking around.
Yeah, me too.
He's such a good fit for New Japan.
I know.
And the Young Bucks have sort of, like, if you watch Being the Elite, like, obviously they're the elite with Kenny Omega, right? But the Young Bucks just sort of exist so much on their own initiative, on their own ambition, and their own drive.
Yeah.
That I kind of feel like, I do think that they're probably going to end up going to the WWE at the end of their current contract, which is coming up soon.
November.
Yeah. Kenny, I'm just not so sure about. Like, how do you leave everything that you're doing right now? Because it's so big.
I know it seems like there's a lot of loose ends still to tie up. One, the Kota Ibushi story. Because they made a point of saying last night on commentary that Kenny has never beaten Kota Ibushi. So I kind of feel like that somehow all the little story threads they have going through their narrative needs to come to an end.
And that seems like an important thing to Kenny Omega.
I know. And
like as a person, as a storyteller.
The fact that 6 years later they had their match at the Budokan, same venue they had their great match in 2012 in DDT Pro. But then Kenny's saying, for us really to go at it, we need a larger stage. So that naturally makes you think Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing larger, really.
Yeah. Which wouldn't be able to take place, obviously, until...
Not this year, but the following year,
2020. Yeah. So yeah, I personally don't see Kenny leaving anytime soon. And I think that Dave Schilling made this point on Twitter. He said there's going to be one of two things. Either They're going to put the title on Tanahashi at Wrestle Kingdom because it's a super safe bet, and you could do a lot from there.
Yeah.
Or they're going to use, and this is where I think it's going to be, they're going to use Tanahashi to more solidify Kenny's status, kind of the same way they did with Okada and Tanahashi. So I kind of feel like that's the way they're going to go.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, who knows if Kenny's even made up his mind at this point? There's still plenty, a bit of time to make that decision, but yeah,
I guess we'll find out come January 4th which way they're going to go.
More happenings at the G1.
Yes.
This is the biggest one. Huge shocker.
Yeah.
Balloon Okada, which is my favorite Okada.
Oh, yeah.
He's great.
He's amazing. You have to watch the Tanahashi match.
I know.
Okada
I want
match.
to.
It's great.
And his manager, Gato, of course, the head booker at New Japan, but in character kayfabe, he's the manager of Okada.
Yeah.
They've parted ways.
Still both members of Chaos.
Yeah.
Okada's not leaving Chaos. He's just not going to be managed by Gato anymore.
Whose Chaos is it? Is it the Rainmakers anymore? Can he have a leader who's obsessed with balloons at this point? Or is it Jay White's Chaos? And are they truly in Chaos right now?
I feel like it's going to be Jay White's Chaos pretty soon. Also, following his loss in an amazing match to Tomohiro Ishii, Kenny Omega accepted Ishii's challenge and will take him on defending his IWGP heavyweight title. I'd imagine at King of Pro Wrestling.
Yeah.
And that'll be awesome because the G1 match was awesome.
Yeah, I got to check that out. They always take it on.
Oh, yeah.
Level.
Also at probably King of Pro Wrestling, Tanahashi has said that he's going to put up his Wrestle Kingdom contract on the line against Okada since they fought to a draw in the G1 and he lost to Okada earlier this year. He said he might do the same with Jay White before Wrestle Kingdom since he lost to Jay White. This is only a loss in the G1 was to Jay White.
He puts up his contract.
Yeah.
Was that like what would that mean? Would he leave at that point?
No, his title match contract for
Wrestle
Wrestle Kingdom.
he's putting up his title match. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I was like his contract.
And then also Cody is going to challenge Juice Robinson for the U.S. title in the near future.
That's exciting. That's cool. That should be really good.
Yeah.
That should be really good. It'll be interesting to see what Cody and Juice Robinson can do in there because Juice is really good. Cody can be really good with a really good opponent. I'm curious to see what I don't really know too much about Nick Aldis, but that All-In match, it should be interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, it should be. All right, let's take care of some business, Steve.
All right, we've got a sponsor, forhims.com. So, yeah, you want to kick it off?
Sure, Steve.
Sorry, that was awkward as hell. I don't know why.
Steve, I don't know if you noticed, but his hair appears getting a little thin.
I have noticed, man. I might bring a wig here or something. Anyways, you're not alone. 66. Look at this head of hair. It's great. But 66% of men start losing their hair by the age of 35. And the problem is once you notice hair loss, it's too late.
But thankfully, there is a solution. Forhims.com. They got everything men need for hair loss, skincare, and sexual wellness.
Hey-oh. Thanks to science, baldness can be optional. Hims connects you with the real doctors and medical grade solutions to deal with your hair loss.
Yeah, just answer a few questions and a doctor will review your order and ship products directly to your door. No waiting rooms, no awkward in-person doctor visits. Save hours by going to forhims.com.
And right now, while supplies last, listeners of Going In Raw can get a 1-month trial of Hims for just $5. Check out the website for complete details. This would cost you hundreds of dollars if you went to the doctor or pharmacy.
Go to forhims.com/GIR. That's forhims.com/GIR. forhims.com/GIR.
And thank you very much, forhims.com, for the sponsorship.
Yes, thank you very much.
Speaking of Kenny Omega, getting back to some Kenny Omega news.
Yeah.
His All-In opponent is revealed, and ooh, this is sort of rumored for a while now.
Yeah, I think we had speculated on this as well.
It's Pentagon Jr.
Oh, man, this is going to be incredible.
This is going to be fantastic.
Incredible.
As you know, he's doing amazing things in Impact Wrestling right now.
Oh, so I've heard.
As you should know, he's doing great things. So this should be a hot match. This is a hot
heck
card,
yeah.
man.
Heck
All in.
yeah.
This is good stuff.
Oh, did you see the pictures of Kenny getting his lip busted open by Ishii?
Yeah.
Rocky Romero was on commentary. He was like, oh, my gosh.
Oh.
It's like Kenny's lip is just barely hanging on.
Hold on a second. Nothing will ever beat the one picture of that dude.
Oh, his face got ripped open by the turnbuckle.
God. It was like that UFC match where a guy got his face ripped
Well,
off.
that never happened, I don't think.
Um,
But apparently this is only one of the main events. The Young Bucks said on Twitter that their 6-man tag match was going to be the main event.
ooh, that's one with Rey Mysterio.
Uh-huh.
I do wonder if, because so like people had I'd sort of heard chatter or seen on Twitter anyways, which means nothing, but the idea that it could have been Rey Mysterio versus Kenny Omega, which is, Pentagon obviously usually tags with Phoenix, but that's Rey Mysterio's in that spot. And I do wonder if WWE and him,
I thought that too.
part of him being signed there and them deciding, hey, what dates that you've committed to can you still do? I wonder if part of that was, okay, well, he really wants to do All In. Okay, fine, but you need to be in a
You need to be in a tag match to kind of protect our potential investment, I feel like.
Yeah, exactly. And I wonder if that's the reason why it took them so long to announce this, because those sort of discussions were ongoing.
Yeah, all the moving pieces involved between all the talent and their various contracts with various promotions, and some could be on television.
In the UK, it's a mess. Like they pulled, I forget, like everybody who's going to appear at because of was it Connors? No, Travis Banks, because of his injury. WWE froze everybody from doing their independent dates in advance of the UK tapings.
Wow.
Yeah, because they're like, hold on a second. One of our main dudes that we want to really spotlight just got injured.
Yep.
We don't want this happening to anybody else. So way to go, Travis Banks.
Oof.
That was a joke. So yeah, that should be exciting. We're going to be there at All In.
Yeah,
That should
can't
be fun.
wait.
Yeah, we're going to do a lot of cool stuff. Adam Mayhem was bugging me last night. Somehow he got my phone number and started texting me. He was like,
sorry about that.
He was like, what are your plans? Yeah, dude, I don't know why. What's your problem? Privacy, man. Privacy rights mean nothing to you now. What are he was asking me about we had plans to maybe bring like an N64. I was like, I don't know. Sammy Callahan has an N64 tournament now. So I don't know. He's like, what time do you want me at the booth? I'm like, I don't care. He thinks that we planned this stuff.
Yeah, we don't plan anything.
We're just going to show up with a bunch of shirts and hopefully we'll sell them. What happens? So what's a long day? What happens if we sell out all our shirts? Are we just going to
on Friday?
Yeah. Can we just leave? Go take in Chicago.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah.
Get a
We
friend
sell-
out to man our booth.
Yeah, there we go.
We'll be back
Say,
tomorrow
guess what?
morning.
Adam, we get the booth all day Saturday.
Exactly. We did what we came to do. We sold our shirts out. I got the stickers done. Did you see that?
saw that, yeah.
I did the official Twitter announcement thing.
Yeah, I saw that. I retweeted
I
it.
don't have it loaded here. I got the shirt here. You got to check that out. That's sort of the shirt, but without the little Ty
There's a
Dillinger 10
couple
right
things
there.
are moved around a
A
little
couple
bit.
things are changed. Yeah, there's a Chicago shirt. We're gonna put that on sale in advance.
Like a week before.
Maybe like a week before.
Probably 10 days, so we have some time to pack them and ship them out in time.
Maybe, isn't that now? No, we're 19 days in advance. So once we get the shirts, we'll put them on sale for like 24 hours.
Yeah, we'll do a flash sale.
So if anybody wants to wear this shirt to StarCast or to
Yes.
All In, you can do that. We'll get it out to you as soon as possible.
Yes.
Or if you just want to have it while you're watching the live stream during your party or whatever, if you just want to have it, you can do that. But we're probably going to do like a limited number on sale so we can take some to the show, right?
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay. Cool. Anyways, some sad news.
Yes.
Jim the Anvil Neidhart passed away. What are the details on this? Age of 63, obviously two-time tag champion, big part of the Hart Foundation with Bret Hart.
Yes.
It says TMZ Sports reports that the Pasco County Sheriff's Office reported to them preliminary information indicates that Neidhart fell at home, hit his head, and succumbed to his injury. That's sad. That's very, very sad. Of course, wrestling Twitter was when I woke up this morning. Everybody was sending out their condolences to the family.
Yeah.
Apparently, this is going to change the scheduled match tonight.
Between Natalia and Alexa Bliss, that's been canceled.
Yeah. So that is absolutely very, very sad.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah. Let's do some.
Neidhart was one of the more memorable characters from my early days watching wrestling in the mid '80s.
Hilton's favorite. Absolute
One of
favorite.
them,
Yeah, totally. So super sad.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do some super chats and then we'll get to our Raw preview.
Yes. Alto, $2. How do I apply with Going in Raw?
It's a lottery system.
Oh, yeah.
We've got a bunch of people who have lottery numbers. However that works. How does a lottery system work? You put your name in,
Yeah.
chosen at random? Is that how
Yeah.
lotteries work? Okay.
Yeah.
So they have their proof that their name is with us.
Oh, okay.
And then when we're ready for employee, we're just going to pick one out of a hat.
Gotcha.
You know. So yeah.
Zach Stolpa, $2. Just be cool. Is that effing hard, Randy?
Evidently, it used to be really difficult for him just to be cool, unless he thought being cool was touching his penis.
And then trying to shake
and then
Ryder's
trying to-
hands.
Yeah.
Will Hamaker, $5. Unspoken WWE rule. Watch out for Orton's Randy Viper.
In the Discord, they're talking about what are people's favorite finishers, and we have a couple, Mr. Sinister and
Fun Splash. That's a great
and
one.
the Fun Splash. Yeah, Fun Splash. Whenever I see that, I always cross body, but it's Fun Splash. The thing that I don't like about somebody here is mentioning Destino.
Yeah.
I'm not huge on Destino because it looks really difficult to pull off for both
I know.
people. Remember when Jericho almost couldn't pull off?
I know.
Almost couldn't take it.
I know.
Well, now that's all I worry about. I'm like, oh God, is this guy going to figure out how to? Because he gets all up in the weird stuff. Anyways.
Next, Joe Barton, $5. I got to wrestle on the same card as Al Snow and Stevie Richards this weekend. I'm slowly
Nice.
coming up and will challenge for the H title one day soon.
Ooh. Jumpin' Joe Barton coming at us. I wonder what his ring name is. Mr. Michael Law, $2. Jell hear about fans turning on CM Punk. What? I did not hear about this. What happened with that? Did you hear about that?
I assume it's the whole lawsuit thing.
Oh, was it just on Twitter, or was he out in public and some people started saying, boo,
Oh, I don't know.
Colt Cabana?
That I don't know. CW Superman, $2. Grabbing dongs is how we say welcome where I work.
Where do you work? On a pornography set, perhaps. Joe Juarez, $2. Kenny states he's officially a Japanese citizen. In character or not in character? Because that's cool either way. Small Panino, $5. Omega had his first program as a heavyweight against Tanahashi for
That's
the
right.
vacant IC champion. Okay.
That's right.
Universal Jones, $2. Shag, Mary,
Fire.
Fire. Big Show, Mark Henry, Great Khali.
Fire, Great Khali.
Yeah.
Marry Mark Henry.
No, man. Mark Henry,
Oh,
Sexual Chocolate. Come on
sorry.
now. Yeah.
There
And
you go.
Mary Big Show.
You got me.
Universal Jones.
Also, better kisser, Juice Robinson or Jay White?
I think kissing gets better with age. I would think Juice, he's probably older than Jay White.
Yeah, but I'm going to say Jay White.
Why is that? Yeah? All right.
I don't know.
It seems like it.
Yeah.
I feel like a jerk now for saying Juice.
Why?
Because he's a weird looking dude. He's not a good looking man.
I just feel like Juice has a tendency to go too far with things.
Yeah.
And that might be the case too.
Yeah. Oh, that could be.
So.
Okay, maybe. Kenneth Berend, are we going to get some Detroit with Steve and Lacey, the video game? My little setup at home, my streaming setup is almost done. So I hope to do something like that. I want to do I think it's called A Way Out or No Way Out or something like that.
Oh.
It's that
Yeah.
co-op prison break game thing. Are you ready for Raw preview?
Let's do Raw preview. My favorite part of the Monday show.
Every week, WWE, the writers, the premier writers, the literature experts are tasked with previewing Monday Night Raw. It's very exciting.
Very.
I'll go first.
Yes, please.
Can the B team beat the odds yet again? The B team are one of the most bewildering underdog stories in recent WWE history, transforming from perennial losers to world beaters seemingly overnight. However, after Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas captured the Raw Tag Team titles from the Deleters of Worlds at WWE Extreme Rules, Woken Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt have stayed hot on their heels, and the Hungry Revival have made clear their intent to lay waste to both teams in pursuit of Team Red's tandem titles. Oh, listen to that alliteration.
That's good.
All three teams will collide in a triple threat match for the Raw Tag Team Championship Monday night on Raw. Will the B team's fortune finally run out? And if it does, will it be the Deleters of Worlds or Raw's top guys who walk into SummerSlam as champions?
Yeah, that's not bad.
So that's cool. We're going to get a triple threat match. That's
Yeah,
fun.
That'll probably end in a wonky finish, so it'll happen to SummerSlam too.
Kickoff show.
Yep. Alexa Bliss on the run. Despite her interference in last week's main event, Raw Women's Champion Alexa Bliss washed in horror as Ronda Rousey, competing for the very first time on Raw, made Alicia Fox tap ferociously to her excruciating armbar, sending a painful message to the goddess before their title match at SummerSlam.
Do they have both their A or their A writer on this entire
Seems like it.
Raw preview?
It's pretty good so far. Afterward, Bliss told WWE.com that she's not afraid of Rousey, reiterating that when the baddest woman on the planet gets in the ring with her at SummerSlam, the world will see her as nothing but an overhyped rookie.
Wow.
With Little Miss Bliss, will Little Miss Bliss come to regret those words?
Ooh, maybe. Next, Renee Young to step in on Raw announce team as guest commentator Monday night. Renee Young will be stepping in for, Jonathan Coachman.
I know, that's great.
On the Raw announce team as a guest commentator for this Monday night, ESPN.com reports. Coachman, meanwhile, will be fulfilling another obligation, eating some nachos on his couch. I don't care what he's doing. Young will work alongside Michael Cole and Corey Graves for all 3 hours of the broadcast, making this the first time a woman has called an entire episode of Raw.
Man.
And don't make it the last time. Get her in there.
Yeah.
Replace Coach.
I know.
Nobody
It's
likes
going to be great. Intercontinental Championship contract signing set. Even though Seth Rollins is facing Dolph Ziggler for the Intercontinental Championship at SummerSlam, he's essentially also competing against the imposing Drew McIntyre. Based on what happened in this past Monday night's handicap match, not even the Kingslayer can beat those odds.
Ew.
Live on Raw, Rollins will meet Ziggler and McIntyre for the contract signing that will make their title clash official. Will the Architect be able to repel a 2-on-1 attack if chaos erupts once the ink dries?
It's going to be Dean Ambrose tonight. It's got to be Dean tonight.
Yeah, it could be.
Because this is the contract signing for the Intercontinental match. 2 guys are going to be there against 1 guy. They're probably going to start laying waste to Seth in advance of this, and then Dean will come down. Crowd's going to pop huge. Where are they tonight?
I think Greensboro, North Carolina.
Oh, okay. Well, it's not. Dean's from Cincinnati?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, it's not there, but still. Yeah, he's going to come back. People are going to pop big. Next, Paul Heyman leaves us hanging. In the unaired final moment of his emotional interview with Renee Young, Paul Heyman seems to hint that there might be one way Roman Reigns can defeat Universal Champion Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. Why he stopped himself from speaking further remains a mystery. So what was Heyman going to say? Does the Beast Incarnate have a weakness that is yet to be exploited, or is it something deeper than that?
Ooh.
So this is, look, this is the go home. This should be interesting. There should be something happening here.
Intrigue.
I'm going to speculate. I think we're going to get Heyman going even further with his anti-Brock rhetoric at SummerSlam. It's going to be a big ruse.
Yep.
Brock wins.
Yep. Can Braun Strowman keep his composure? If Braun Strowman loses to Kevin Owens at SummerSlam in any way, be it by pinfall, submission, countout, or a disqualification, he will be forced to relinquish his coveted Money in the Bank contract to KO. And given the ways in which Owens has succeeded in getting under the skin of the monster among men, Strowman might find himself at a rare disadvantage in a one-on-one bout. Ooh. 1 week after Owens stole Strowman's contract, leading Mr. Monster in the Bank to suffer a countout loss to Jinder Mahal, KO's machinations, good word, got Strowman disqualified when he inadvertently struck the modern-day Maharaja with the briefcase. Will Strowman keep it together this week heading into his high-stakes match at SummerSlam? Bear in mind, the monster among men knocked over a stage last Monday night, so anything would be an improvement.
Elliot Smith here, $2 super chat, mentions that you said you see Bray was sourcing new theme music.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if we got Bray back on a singles kick.
Yeah,
coming
sooner rather than later.
Post SummerSlam, some new music. It's ready. He's ready. Dude.
Yeah,
he needs to do that.
I know. We have a
We
couple
got
mail
some
items
mail.
here.
I'm very excited about this. There's Queen Elizabeth on here, which means this came from England, if I'm not mistaken. It says T-shirt on it. This might be from the good friendo Sam R., which I believe he hooked me up with. Yes!
Ooh, let me see.
Oh, look at this. From the NXT download thing. There
That's
it is.
cool.
Look at that.
What do they have on the back?
I'm wearing the crap out of that, and then look at that. It's got some bones on it. Big dog.
Hey, that's
Thank you,
cool.
Sam R. I owe you money. I'm going to send you that.
Draft House
Soon.
Games sent us a book I've been looking at getting for a while, Lion's Pride
Whoa!
by Chris
awesome.
Charlton. Chris Charlton was doing commentary
Yes.
on the block finals and the final match for the G1s and did a great job.
Oh, that's fantastic.
He knows his New Japan.
Well, you get that first, but, try to beat feet on that,
Yeah, I
because
know.
I want to read
I
that.
know.
I got to finish up, Netflix is, never mind. I don't know if I'm supposed to say. Hold on a second. I want to see something real quick.
What?
Hold on.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, okay. I can mention this. The Other Side of the Wind, the last Orson Welles
Yeah.
movie. And I have a book about the making of that movie.
Yeah.
Which I'm like halfway through.
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
told Big Jeff I'd send it to him when I'm done. So I'm going to finish that up. While I'm
Cool.
finishing that up, you read that.
All right,
Although
all right.
I want to get that book that I got you, the NWA one. I want to borrow that from you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check it out. So yeah, let's. I'm gonna get on the Twitter
Yeah, me too.
and get some questions here. Let's see here. Actually, I'm gonna get on my.
Liam Wagner, running out of ideas for personas for Matt Chat. Any idea who I could be?
Just keep the surprises coming. I don't want to know. I want you just to do. I feel like you can find inspiration, young Liam.
Yes, it is within you.
Joaquin Cardenas, would you rather want burrito ingredients on a pizza or pizza ingredients in a burrito?
Pizza ingredients in a burrito.
That sounds good. Rich Hardesty, what is your favorite Jim Neidhart memory?
To
me-
the specific thing, it's just, amongst the tag teams in the WWF, growing up when I first started watching wrestling, you had Bret Hart, who was, like the technician in the ring, and then you had Neidhart, who was the character of the two of them. And
Yeah.
he just always really stood out. He had the monster goatee. He had that laugh. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah. I just always appreciated how much joy he brought to Hilton.
Yes.
Because I was like, I didn't really see it, but I was like, but he made Hilton happy, so
Yeah.
it made me happy. Daniel Valentine. According to rumors, Dean Ambrose could be back as soon as tonight. What would be his place now on the roster, considering all the massive changes that have happened since he's been gone?
Well, turn him heel, and then you can do a lot more with him.
Yeah.
If he stays face.
Who are the top heels on Raw right now? You have
Owens.
Dolphin Drew, Owens, sort of
And
cartoony.
Brock. But he's out the door more or
Yeah,
less.
Brock is gone. So you got Corbin, kind of.
Jinder.
I feel like there is a massive gap where, so it's sort of in the same vicinity as Owens, but Owens is kind of cartoonish. He's been on the hapless side. Oh, Corbin.
Make Dean vicious.
Yeah, Corbin's more of an authority
Yeah.
type heel. Dean can be just sort of vicious, but man, he might get over so hardcore. That might be like not a long heel run because people will just be into that.
Could be. It's entirely possible.
What a great challenge for him, though. Hey, make the crowd hate you.
I know.
Do what you can to make the crowd hate you because they love him. Aaron Smythe, can you see future WWE pay-per-views being held in the UK? Yeah, I can. I wonder if they would try to cross promote if they're going to do like a. You think the WWE, the NXT UK stuff is gonna? Are those like marquee matches for them? Or are they gonna go down on like regular takeovers?
I
They
don't
have their
know.
own version of takeovers.
That's a good question.
Takeover.
I think it'd be cool if takeovers became kind of like an event for all the various NXTs.
Yeah, but then you risk making them longer, more bogged down.
Yeah, I suppose that's
you
true.
know. Right now, it's always like a perfect 5 matches. You
Yeah.
know. Apathetic Amoeba. What do you guys think about Dalton Castle and the boys going to 205 Live and becoming the first trios champions? How big is Dalton Castle?
I don't know. He seems like he's heavier than 205
I
pounds.
feel like he'd be bigger.
Juan Guerrero Jr. Which wrestlers would be characters in Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Obviously, Undisputed Era would be the main characters. Soggy Bottom Boys. So who'd be Pappy O'Daniel, Homer Stokes,
Oh, man.
Big Dan T, the Singing Sirens, and the Man with the Hound?
Why? Well, the Singing Sirens are the Iconics. Is this just NXT people?
We'll make it that way.
Okay.
Pappy O'Daniel. Oh, that's got to be Otis.
Okay, yeah.
Homer Stokes.
Well, he's a big heel. But he's also kind of hapless. Is this just NXT?
Yeah, let's do NXT.
Oh, man. He's also ugly. He's got those big glasses. Also a member of the KKK. But we should probably take that part out of it. I'm trying to think. Who's a big heel in
Well, Lars Sullivan.
Oh, well, yes. Oh, that's perfect. That's good. Okay, that's good.
Dan T.
Well, Ciampa.
Oh, yeah.
It's got to be Ciampa.
Yeah.
Dan T. Oh, man.
Jack Nesmith with Gato and Okada not being a power duo anymore. What do you think is the next move for Okada in New Japan?
I don't know, man, but I'm eagerly anticipating
Oh,
it.
heck yes.
He loves balloons. He wants to be managed by balloons now.
They're going to do the kind of deconstruction of his character. He's going to come back around. He'll be in the title picture sooner rather than later.
El Blanco Perla. Why are you guys not going to Puerto Rico with Adam Mayhem?
It's expensive.
Yeah, I just don't have the money for a ticket. That sounds great, though. It sounds fascinating.
Yeah.
I'd love to do that.
Yeah. Oscar Silva, who wins? Chill Roman, Vacation Okada, and Minoru Suzuki, or Undisputed Era?
Well,
sorry. So Chill Roman, Vacation Okada, and Minoru Suzuki versus Undisputed Era.
Undisputed
who wins?
Era.
Yeah, Undisputed Era wins.
Right now, Okada's in a bad space. He's just obsessed with balloons.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really have much trust in him. I always love Suzuki, but you can never go wrong with the Undisputed Era. Chris Welsh, how long is the Alexa Bliss Ronda Rousey match going to go at SummerSlam? Oh, actually, he says, how long will it take for Alexa Bliss to squash Ronda Rousey at SummerSlam? How long is that match going to go? It'll be a standard length match.
10, 12 minutes.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. Kevin Mack, you mentioned a few times Going In Raw View will return, but in a different format. Any updates for us? So, yeah, what we're going to do is make it... It's going to be a watch party. Basically, what we're going to do is tell everybody to load up on the network whatever we're going to watch, and then we're all going to watch it together live, and then you can go back, and we'll put markers so that everybody knows where you are at the time. It's going to be sort of our version of like riff tracks, like or Mystery Science Theater kind of, but obviously you're not going to be able to see it.
Yes.
So more like riff tracks, which I think is just an audio thing.
Yeah.
Although now on Pluto TV they have an entire channel to riff tracks where they got the licenses for all the movies that they riff on.
Oh, that's cool.
And so you just watch
cool.
it. Yeah.
We got a super chat here. DJ Chicken 214 $2. Put some respect on the Von Erich's name. Rip Anvil.
Because I love the Von Erichs. I think they're great. But we run them down sometimes. They weren't the most charismatic guys in the world. They're good wrestlers.
Yeah, great wrestlers.
I think.
Great personalities in WCCW.
Well,
beloved personalities.
There you go. Beloved personalities. I'm not trying to talk trash. They're a legendary family in the business.
Justin Rogers, $5. The New Day hit my girlfriend in the face with a pancake last night at a live show.
Well, you got to roll with the punches. I'd love to be hit in the face with a New Day pancake.
Same here.
Absolutely. Dalton H. Ooh, this is a good question. Which is a worse case of WWE attempting long-term booking? Brock Roman or Sasha Bailey? I still maintain that Roman Reigns, given that he has all the ingredients and more, could be supremely over with just a modicum, just a small amount
of decent booking.
I really do. And I do believe that he has been given what they want from him, which is huge in magnitude. What they've been able to accomplish with him has been a massive creative blunder.
Oh, yes.
So I'll say that.
Uniblaster, $2, cast WWE wrestlers to be the Breakfast Club. I really don't know the Breakfast Club that well.
So there's
Judd Nelson.
There's the jock who is Emilio Estevez.
Yeah.
Who's a John Cena, I guess.
John Cena, yeah.
But then I think his dad beat him up or something. So I don't know.
And then Judd Nelson is like the
tough guy.
Tough guy.
He's the tough.
Brock Lesnar.
Anthony Hall was the nerdy guy, the quiet, shy, nerdy guy.
Yeah.
Chad Gable, we never see him.
True.
Okay.
And then Ali Sheedy was in that too, right?
Was she sort of a goth?
Yeah, something like that.
Girl, like sort of a proto-goth? Sort of weirdo?
So
Paige, I guess. There you go, Paige. And then you got is that it? Oh, Molly Ringwald.
Yeah.
Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
They both have red hair.
W Vang 13, $5. Y2J posted that he's watching Tanahashi, and now that Tanahashi Okada will be fighting for the Wrestle Kingdom contract, what if Jericho interferes and Tanahashi loses? Y2J versus Tanahashi.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
That'd be a bummer for Tanahashi. But I mean, Balloon Okada, Wrestle Kingdom main event.
Yeah, no, I don't think they'd screw around with that. I really don't. But Y2J versus Balloon Okada is fascinating.
Yes.
What if Okada picks up the IC title?
I wouldn't be
Balloon
surprised.
Okada.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, man.
I think that'd be great.
Ooh, I'm excited now. I keep on forgetting because Jericho's never around.
I know.
I keep on forgetting he's the IC champion.
I know.
Thomas Beller. Kind of a controversial question here, but where do you think Chris Benoit would be ranked in the greatest of all time conversation if the tragedy hadn't happened? If he was totally normal, where would Chris Benoit go down?
I think he would, like, his wrestling skills would always be appreciated, but you'd have to understand that, like, his character work was very limited. He's pretty much a one-dimensional character.
One-dimensional. I would probably say he'd be... So he never carried the company. He never carried a company. So I'm not sure he'd be like at the Bret Hart status. But I think he'd be in the conversation with... God, I don't know. Who's another just really, really, really super good worker? I don't know. He'd be in there. Well, no. I was going to say kind of Eddie Guerrero-ish, but Guerrero, man, what a great character he was.
Eddie was a great character.
Stellar character work.
Like Steamboat. Steamboat is always regarded as a really good worker, but I don't know so much. Like he's fine on the mic, but I don't know if his ring work was always his primary strength.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have a hard time coming up with a comparison. That's the best I can do.
Why is this even a question? Azo Smith, you know us. You know us.
Undisputed Era.
He says, who would make a better Universal Champion, Adam Cole or EC3?
Adam Cole.
Oh, it's Adam Cole.
Undisputed Era.
Have you seen how people react to Adam Cole?
It's amazing.
It is fantastic.
He hasn't even been in a year in NXT.
Yeah, man. Oh, by the way, I want stickers now. I want to litter this with stickers. I want to do stickers for a backdrop. No, I've decided now.
Always something. You decide that
send
now,
us stickers. Send us
then
stickers.
You change your mind.
Send stickers to P.O. Box 1814.
Should they be wrestling related in any way?
Yeah. Yes. But they don't have to be. P.O. Box 1814, Orangevale, California 95662. Send us stickers for the backdrop.
Something else in 2 months.
That's what I want. Well, if it's loaded up with stickers, it's going to be too late for something else.
No, you just put something else over the stickers.
I'm getting bored with this.
You get bored so easily.
Oh, man. It's been forever. Anyways, I think that's a good show. We went over an hour. So
yes.
That should be good.
Great show. Fantastic show.
Anyways, Hilton, can we get some music?
Music, please.
There we go. Listen to the music. Now it's happening, and it's going in wrong. Oh, we got a post show to do. $1 and up patrons. Get your dollars in at the patreon.com/Stephen Larson. And you, too, can participate in today's post show. Keep an eye on that Patreon wall. Discord, I'm going to post a link, all that stuff. So that's it for the show. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, I'll talk to you guys later.
Goodbye.